What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at FUT Captains Stindl. So before we go any further, don't skip this because the biggest way to get this card done is glitched. I don't know if it's still glitched, but yesterday when I was doing it, for whatever reason, if you manage to score a goal first, I believe all of the requirements, so it doesn't matter if you've done the volleys, done the midfielder goals, whatever you've done in that match, just leave. It still gives you the win. I don't know if that's still a thing, so if you are trying to get it done a little bit more cheeky, then obviously if nobody's quitting your matches, normally we get the golden goal rule that applies. That, for some reason, works. Don't ask me why. I found out very late on. I think I only had 4 matches to do. I did it 3 times because one guy did leave, and it works. Don't ask me how they've managed to screw that up, but it works. So you get yourself a very easy 89 rated card. You just had to buy a whole team. We personally went with Dortmund, as we had pretty much most of the cards anyway. So he is a 4-4. There is a lot of choice with the cams in the Bundesliga, so stay tuned for all of that, as we're going to answer which one is the best in my opinion. And also we're going to give this guy a fair crack, as he's had a decent upgrade, to be honest with him. From his 82 rated card, we've had 29 pace, 7 shooting, 5 passing, as well as defending, 8 dribbling, and 9 physicality. So, to be honest, a big upgrade, and that's what we need to see from these cards. They were known to get a boosted upgrade for their overall. He is a 4-star, 4-star, I believe, still. Yeah, he was a 4-star, 4-star. He's had a left forward inform, so a massive position change there. Don't personally know if he is normally a left mid now or a left forward, for instance. Let me know if you are a Mönchengladbach fan and if that is where he plays. But he is a medium, 5'11", right-footed with finesse on the traits. We're going to be trying him in that solid cam position. He's going to be linking up top with Fantasy Malin, I think it is. He's got great pace on him now, so I'm interested to see how that works with obviously the body type. He is average, so sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. We've got great shooting on him, passing's decent, dribbling's pretty good, to be honest, nice and throughout, and we've got a bit of physicality. We've gone with the engine, which is suggested by Futbin. That will give you 95 pace as well as dribbling and 92 passing, turning him into a 93 cam. These versions of the cards don't get upgraded, they are just boosted to the max, so we get a free 89. Let's jump into Stindl and see what we can do with him. Straight on the ball. Let's see what we can find from him then. Dribbling wise, decent-ish. Passing, gets that pass off. I don't know how. Gonna knock it back to him. Look for that inside. Gonna go for that finesse. Oh, well, I think the review speaks for itself with that one. You always love a good rage quit. Back into him again. What we're going to find. Looking for that outside if we can. For the big pass forward. It's a solid. It's a looping ball, if anything. We are lucky to get Calgary to it. It's a cracking little touchdown. Go for the head with Serdar. Again, nice. Good passing. Good dribbling. So far, so good with him. Stindl again on the outside. Looking for something if we can. Tried too much. Sometimes less is better. Remember that. Over the top. Little dink. Over flick. Oh, it is stunning. The Bundesliga lads are putting on a show today. Stindl going forward. Can we? Nah, Mendy's got that a mile off. Pace is good, but it's not quite that good. The middle holds on to it nicely. Little spin on the inside. Spins Conte. Oh, and that is awful. That is me. Should have held on to it and waited for Varane to make his move there. Flick. Volley. Good save from Mendy once more. To be honest, I think Stindl has been absolutely fantastic, especially for a free card. Do I think he's the greatest? We will kind of discuss that on Futbin as we can show you the stats between some. I think as a free card, he's definitely been one of the better ones. And I'd be really interested to see who they give us next week in obviously Team 2. I think the card itself has definitely been a fantastic one to do, even with the extra little bonus of kind of, not even like a glitch win, but just how you can do him even quicker. He really wasn't that difficult to do. 10 matches at a minimum. It is golden goal normally, but you do get a few people, especially now more and more people knowing about the kind of just leaving after a goal. They will just get the goal and leave. So they are willing as such to kind of go a little bit more in a match to actually try and get their goal to leave. But I think in general, general. The volley is normally pretty standard from across. Midfielders, you can just put somebody up top, and let's face it, some of the centre mids and all of that you can get nowadays, they are almost strikers themselves, so that's not difficult. And then winning 4, again, pretty standard and self-explanatory. And to be fair, you do get a nice card. He's running through here. Going to go around everybody. Little shimmy back. Tried a bit too much. I was hoping to maybe get a scoop instead, but he goes with the normal one here. We're going to find Malin. He's going to... wanted him back in there, but he's not going to find it. Little spin. Tries to go between Cordoba, and that is not happening. Stindl's got himself all the way through here. Gonna go for the little lob, and Areola with a cracking right-hand save there. Like I say, in terms of going forward, he does have a little bit about him, which is always nice as a cam. You definitely like to have that cam that can push forward as well. But in that midfield there, we can see where that cam roll is. We really need him pushing into that kind of box, almost to create that second striker. It's how I have my tactics. So I'm not too sure why he's not necessarily getting all the way forward when really we are looking for him to be that shooting sort of cam outside the box. Finds him in, right foot across, and again a solid save from Areola there. Stindl finding a bit here. We're looking for that Malin run if we can, and he's just brought down maliciously. That's got to be a red card, but you know it's only going to be a yellow. On the attack here, can we find Stindl in? There it is. Little spin. Thank you very much. And that is Stindl again. So then, let's have a look at Stindl and his competition. So if we go straight away into the Bundesliga, what are we finding in terms of cams? If we're looking then, so straight away, Wirtz is there. Muller, we know he's got a flashback. You then look a bit further down, Nkunku. Royce has now got a 93 centre forward as well. Then we've got Olmo was an SBC, Botius, Stindl himself. I think we've got I can't remember his, I don't know, Haraguchi, I want to say is how you pronounce his name, don't know. And then I think Kamada, and I think that is about it in terms of players of that sort of caliber. You've got more versions of Nkunku. Wirtz has obviously got a better one. Reyna's kind of out of sort there. So realistically, if we are looking, Wirtz is going to be a big competition. You've got Flashback Muller is decent. I do think Stindl's better. Royce, centre forward, definitely as a cam, is way better. And Nkunku, again, he's getting upgrade after upgrade. I can imagine we've got to take away team of the season right now because Nkunku's definitely going to get a team of the season. Botius is quite nice and in the same sort of category of level. I don't know, it's not going to flick up, is it? So he was 2.3k. Oh, okay, it was tokens. I was going to say, I was like, how is he 2.3k? A 5-star, 4-star. So again, more desirable in some aspects. He is up there. He's definitely in the top 5 cams for the Bundesliga. If we take it one further, we then look at German cams in specifics because a few of them were Dutch, were French, but obviously we've got Royce as the big one, Wirtz is the next one. Then if we're looking at somebody like a Havertz, you've then got another Muller, Jesus. Then Götze, a solid card for very cheap as well. That one was actually a really nice one. I don't know. They've either played their match and I don't know the result, or in fact, of course they've played their result. I can see it's boosted now. 89 rated, so they got the draw, I want to say. In terms of players, you're looking at a top 5, I'd say. He is free, very easy to complete. You've got 2 volleys to score, 3 or 4 goals with a midfielder, win 4, and score in 10. Absolutely easy to do. You can grind that out, and even at the very minimum, you've got yourself a free 89 rated card to whack in any moments SBC, any player SBCs you like to see, or just in general to hold in your club until you find something that fits. He is going to be a nice player to kind of keep into your club, in my opinion. If you haven't already got a Cam, an Nkunku, a Muller flashback, he's going to be a big upgrade in that role. He's quite quick on the ball, which is always nice. Shooting's decent. He's got a lot of passing, which is good. And then obviously the dribbling is pretty spectacular as well. He is a little bit slower on the move, which is something to always note. That's why the engine will be absolutely perfect for him. And his strength sometimes lets him down. Definitely more time, better than not as such. I'm thinking of the other way around, of more ways than not, but in terms of kind of his strength, I think it's kind of like a 50-50, that sometimes he does get overrun depending on your opponent's ability and also their players, but a lot of the time, especially some of the kind of average to good teams, he was absolutely running the show for it. So for me, I think he's unbelievable for for a free player. Can't grumble on the objective. I think getting it for free and with a little bit of glitch to make it a bit quicker, can't argue at all. So I would definitely get this one done as quick as possible, because I don't know if they're going to fix that or if that's just a problem with this objective anyway and they just leave it, because a lot of people will just generically get the word round and know now that works. So overall, I'd be looking, if I'm being realistic, he's the top 5 cam in the German league and in obviously the German nation. In terms of if you spread it wider, he is going to be a little bit on that kind of lower list, but I'd happily give him a solid 9 out of 10. 4-star, 4-star, good pace, shooting's decent, passing's very nice with the engine, dribbling's very good, physical's average, defending obviously we don't really need. I'd say he's a solid cam. So let me know down below what you think about Stindl and if you have completed him or you are going to complete him. But apart from that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you at 6 PM. Catch you later. Peace.